And it kind of ties into the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, a little bit. Ezra Miller. He's been arrested again.
It was only like, was it last week or the week before we talked about this?
2 weeks ago, he got arrested for being drunk and disorderly and abusive and whatever it was.
Yeah, for like multiple times in a space of...
and a couple in Hawaii put a restraining order against him because his behaviour was like targeted at them.
Yeah, he threw a chair at someone.
Yeah. He's now been arrested this time for assault.
Oh, yeah. This time he threw a chair at some woman in a bar or a restaurant.
Yeah.
I saw... And you shouldn't make...
I don't have anything more to say than what we've already said, really, is there?
Like, I would be shocked if Warner Brothers don't do something now at this point. But then another thing, and it's, you shouldn't necessarily make light of these situations of the people this happens to. Ezra Miller, whatever, like, to make piss out of him what you want. But there was a thing, it was like, the chances of getting assault in Hawaii is slightly higher if Ezra Miller's about. Because this is like the third or fourth case of him getting rowdy.
You're more likely to get assaulted by Ezra Miller in Hawaii than be attacked by a shark.
Yes,
that's an official statistic. And it's like, A, how the fuck does someone spend the time working that out? But B, fuck me, are sharks overhated and is Ezra Miller fucking dangerous?
Sharks are always overhated. I love sharks.
But yeah,
if Warner
this isn't even DC's only issue right now. We're not going to talk about it too much because it is a big entire thing that has a lot more going on to it than fucking comic book stuff. We're going to stick to the comic book stuff. Me and you have been very clear. We will not watch Aquaman 2 if Amber Heard ends up being in it. The way this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case is going right now, it's not looking good for her. And there's a real chance, as a result of that, she gets removed from Aquaman 2. I said when Aquaman 2 got delayed, hopefully that means they're going to get rid of that's because they're planning on getting rid of Amber Heard. That was like a dream I had. And it's looking increasingly likely that could be what they want to do based on actors' behaviours, studios' behaviours and stuff like that. And if that's the case, that means the Flash film is in fucking turmoil because Ezra Miller's being a dickhead. Whether it's because he's mentally unstable and needs help or not, he is being a dickhead, and that is going to hurt the Flash film.
Yep.
And unless they act quickly, just deciding to cut Amber Heard out of the Aquaman film could mean the Aquaman film doesn't make a lot of sense, or there's some really poor CGI done, and that could make the film just unwatchable.
Well, it depends.
If they don't replace her properly.
Depending how much digital, because with visual effects, especially nowadays, a lot of the time in a lot of scenes, it's just a digital body. It's not. It's don't get me wrong. It's a lot of work, but it's not the most difficult work to just change the face on a digital body.
The problem is DC have proved on a number of occasions they really struggle with these VFX. Do we dare talk about the Superman mustache? And I think that's what... And also, it's not just having to replace her. It's can they physically replace her in time for like a new voice and stuff to do the lines and find someone who can do it? Because that person will then have to play Mira going on. But it's also, if they can't find someone to do that, they need to then try and cut Mira out of the film, which would require story changes, reshoots and stuff. If they stick to this new delayed deadline, and they haven't already decided Amber Heard is not going to be in the film, this film is in danger of being shocking. However, if they re-delay the film to allow more time and decide Amber Heard is not in the film as of now, there's still a chance of it being a decent film.
Yes, and I think there's also, like, I know Warner Bros. Doesn't have a great track record, but while a situation like this, they can always hire more VFX studios to help with the changes, to help with the fact that there's a time crunch. And hiring more VFX studios means there's a higher chance that the VFX are done well.
Hopefully. But if she's gone from the film, that's another comic book film we'll get to see, which is always a good thing.
I would be surprised if she's not gone now. And not going into the whole...
Yeah, we're not going to get into all the nitty-gritty of it because there's a lot going on. The court case is still ongoing.
Yeah.
But the way this case looks to be going, I won't be surprised if they've already basically decided she's gone. Well, but they're going to wait until the court case is over before announcing it.
I think if she isn't gone and they aren't dealing with this Ezra Miller situation properly, Warner Brothers is going to lose they're already in rocky waters with certain fan groups. They are going to absolutely tank themselves if they handle these two situations poorly or in the wrong direction. And I think, not necessarily from I trust in Warner Brothers, I trust in the lawyers telling them what they should be doing to help make their money. So I think there's enough people at Warner Brothers that will care more about not losing out on money that they'll direct this in the right way. So hopefully.
Other little bits of news. Spider-Verse Part 1 is coming in June 2023. Spider-Verse Part 2, March 2024.
I'm going to be so old. I'm going to be so old.
I know, but I'm still gonna go see it on opening night. And if there's a little child talking through the film, I'm still gonna fucking.
Do you want to know what's going to be sad? Wait, when does Part 2 come out?
March 24.
I will.
So 2 years last month.
Yeah, so I will be 2 months off turning 29.
Pain.
Yeah, means I'll watch that and then it's basically got a year till I'm 30. And it's
I mean, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I mean, fuck knows if this podcast's even going to be around to cover them.
True. Who knows where we'll be? Yeah, no. Life switches up.
We could be far too busy having millions of dollars and many bitches to be worrying about a little podcast. Who knows? Maybe we'll come back for specials just for them films. Who knows?
Do one-off. We'll be big streamers by then. We'll just do one-off streams where we talk about it.
We'll just turn it into. We'll just 1 hour randomly a week with no real schedule. We'll sit down and talk about comic books and then pay one of our many editors to cut it down and upload it.